Welcome back to the Scotland Rugby League show. In this episode, we'll be previewing the second round of action in Scotland Rugby League's men's Premiership, where round one winners Forth Valley Vikings will host Edinburgh Eagles for their first game in the 2023 season. This week's game will be held at Forth Valley's home, Hillfoots Rugby Club, and the action will get underway at 2 p.m. We got the chance to catch up with the Vikings' Kris Illingworth ahead of round two action.
We are very confident about this one as a team. We do have a lot of respect for Edinburgh Eagles and the way they play the game. They've played it for a number of years now. They're well established. They've done well in England over the last few years. But like I say, we've had great numbers down at training. We played well against Glasgow. We've been able to work on stuff for the last couple of weeks, Tuesdays and Thursdays at training. We had Tuesday night, we had 20. Thursday night, we've had 24 players down, and everything's starting to click. A few debuts to come as well, which will add a bit of strength to the squad. As I say, we know how good Edinburgh are. We've got a lot of respect for them and the way they play the game. But we are looking to go one better with the results that we've had over the last few seasons, and we're going to try and get the win this weekend.
The Vikings will be hoping to take a lot from their big win over Glasgow 2 weeks ago and try to replicate the performance in front of their home fans. This week we also got the chance to hear the thoughts from Eagles player coach Craig Robertson regarding their build-up for the season and feeling going into the first match.
Yeah, it's been going all right. However, with the union season running on into basically this week, actually, it's been quite hard to try and get boys available to come and train. So numbers have been down, but they've been picking up the last couple of weeks when they know they've got a game to play for. We've got a lot of new boys coming into the team, which can only mean a lot of new plays, new partnerships. So it's been really exciting looking at that aspect to try and nurture these boys into the league style of play, essentially. Looking at tomorrow's fixture, we have a mixed bag, really. We've got a lot of experienced first state players missing. However, with that, it presents itself to the new boys that are able to step in and have confidence to play in that jersey. Really looking forward to it. We've got a few boys with particular mentions. We've got Ben Parker that's came across from Australia. That's a really handy back. He works as a PT, so he's in good shape and just raring to go, jumping at the bit, actually. As well as Ross Moddesley, he's a back row that plays in Dumfries. He's across from New Zealand as well, owns a gym, really good shape, and he's just waiting to rip in. We've got young Cammy Williams, who's back after taking a break, but he's in the shape of his life and really looking forward. He's only 18 as well. We've also got Max Philby in the front row, who's experienced the league, has joined us from Hartlepool. He's up studying here, so he's going to be a cracking player, and really looking forward to seeing what he can do out on the pitch. Hopefully give other boys the confidence and incentive to carry like he does. And we've got Josh O'Brien that joins us from Curry. He's the second row, but he just tackles everything, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with the ball. He's got a bit of turn of speed as well. And on the bench, we've got a couple older players that have answered the question to come back as well. And we've got the King Pedro waiting to be unleashed after finding form in sevens and the Army Rugby League. Looking at the Scotland League this year, we're excited to be back and hopefully establishing foundations and ensuring that we can build from the ground up and go from there. You know, we've got 3 teams this year, unfortunately, with Aberdeen pulling out. We want to try and raise exposure to the game and hopefully bring at least one team in next year. It also means not having to travel as far, so you're taking a full day to go down to the northeast, whereas it's only a part of the day up here. So that's extra incentive for the boys, especially being on their home turf as well and able to get home games. To be honest, we're not really looking at how they won, as it's 2 teams that had started their season. So we're just focusing on our game. You know, we know they've got some good carriers. However, with that, we need to set a defence, and if you work hard enough in defence, you get the ball back and you can attack and exploit their weaknesses essentially. So we're really looking at that, but trying to be positive and trying to raise the game in Scotland, so hopefully we can complete sets, which is our main goal tomorrow, and just have fun out there. We've got a lot of new boys that the best thing for them is to give them game time and give them exposure to the game that they love. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Saturday's game is bound to be full of action and quality in both attack and defence. It would be great to get a large crowd along to Hillfoots RFC to watch the game live. However, we will be in attendance again to provide match highlights and exclusive interviews following the game. Thank you as always for watching the Scotland Rugby League show. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Keep an eye out on Scotland Rugby League's Twitter for live updates during the game and on Instagram and Facebook for lots more.